rocky trails, dodging every stone. Plastic wheels, gripping dirt, this hobby chills my bones. Got no need for fame, keep your gold-plated crown. Throttle in my hand, I'm the king of this town. Sponsors whisper my name, but I shut them all out. DRZ is not for sale, no doubt, no amount. Fame don't cure the soul, it don't pave smoother paths. I'd rather be crawling through these muddy baths. This is my therapy, won't you let me be? RC rock crawling sets my spirit free. Up the hills, through the woods, worldwide I'll roam. Hobby's my salvation, better out here alone.
What's going on, everybody? I hope y'all are having a good one. We're gonna do something a little different today. I feel like I need to have a chat, I guess. I feel like some people are taking me the wrong way, and I just wanted to give kind of a backstory on how all of this started as far as this particular channel goes, and what my intentions are and where I'm headed in the future here. I'll make this as short and sweet as I possibly can, and if I need to go into greater detail at a later date, then we can do that. So first and foremost, I have not been into RC, my whole life like a lot of people have been. I'd known a little bit about it from friends in high school back in the day and whatnot that used to race here and there, but other than that, I didn't know that hobby grade RC was even a thing until I think it was 2016. The job that I was working at the time, me and my buddy, we actually traveled the country installing carpet and low voltage lighting in movie theaters. So we literally traveled coast to coast, I don't know how many times. I have been to more states than I haven't been, and back at that point in time, the closest thing that we had to a hobby, aside from just going out and hiking in the mountains whenever we was there, we played disc golf, which was fun, still is fun. Don't do it near as much as we used to, but that's what we did at that point in time. And we were in the Denver area. Like I said, I don't remember the actual date, but I think it was sometime in 2016, and we were out playing disc golf one day before work. We had to work nights when the movie theater was shut down, so we were out doing our disc golf thing, and a storm popped up, rolled in, and it started cutting loose, raining real bad. So the closest shelter that we found was this little store. I think it was actually called Remote Control Hobbies, and so we went in there to get out of the weather, and just absolute mind blown. Neither of us really had a clue about any of it, so we started walking around checking things out. Initially it was just gonna pass time while the rain moved on through, and we ended up walking out of there with a couple trucks. I think my buddy ended up getting a bomber, and I obviously, if you've been watching this particular channel for any amount of time, I tend to go for more of the budget side of things. So I walked out of there with a first gen ECX temper. So we fiddled around with them for a couple days and absolutely hooked. We ended up going back, and he got a Stampede and I got a Rustler, and it just snowballed from there. I think I got my first 10th scale crawler, which was a OG SCX-10 deadbolt. I think it was either at the very end of 2016 or very early 2017. I know there was snow on the ground, but ever since then, it's been an addiction. And speaking of such things, that's where this is going to kind of get a little bit more on the serious side of life. Before that job and before RC, I got mixed up in some pretty bad shit, and got clean, got the job on the road, everything was fine. Got into RC, that turned into another addiction, and which was cool. It was productive, kept me out of trouble, but I ended up having some back problems a little later down the road. Ended up having back surgery, and at one point, I can't remember if it was 2019 or 2020. I think it was 2020. I fell back down the rabbit hole again. I sold all the RCs that I had and everything that I owned, pretty much, doing dumb shit, and went down that road for a while. Ended up cleaning myself up again in 2021, and immediately, once I got at least most of my ducks back in a row, got back into the RC game, and it's been a driving factor in what has helped keep my nose clean ever since then. Definitely traded one addiction for another, but I would much rather be addicted to these little guys than the shit that I was doing. So, knowing that kind of rolls into my next point, which is I'm not making these videos to try to make money. I'm not making these videos to try to be YouTube famous. I don't want any of that, because as soon as you start turning this hobby, which I very much enjoy, you start turning that into a job or a business, it no longer becomes a hobby. That's a job. I don't particularly like jobs, you know? Well, I can't say nobody, but majority of people don't like doing work. We want to have fun, which is what this is for me. Which is why I don't do a whole lot of traditional reviews. I don't do bench videos wrenching on stuff. You know, I just do the running videos. Because when I'm upgrading or fixing or just wrenching on something, that's my time. I'm relaxing, doing my own thing, tinkering on my trucks. I'd greatly appreciate everybody that watches, but I do this for me. Same way with making videos. Long before I ever even thought about uploading a video to YouTube, I was making shorter videos, but I was just putting them on my Facebook. I enjoyed editing the videos. and I was just putting them on Facebook for myself so that I had a place that I could go back and watch my videos that I made. But it started getting to the point as time went on where it seemed like after a year or so, the video quality, like the image quality itself, would drop off. Even though I'd upload, at that point 1080 was kind of the top dog, at least for my capabilities. But I'd upload in 1080, and after a year or so, it seemed like the videos would drop to 720 or something equivalent. So it was getting kind of frustrating. I'd go back and try to watch an older video, and it would be so blurry and pixelated, it was unwatchable. But just like everybody else, you know, I watch YouTube all the time, more so than actually watching movies or TV. I watch YouTube and a lot of RC content because that's what I enjoy. So after having everybody and their brother tell me I should start putting stuff on YouTube, I think it was 2022, I put my first video up, and it seems like the image quality stays, at least so far. It seems like all the videos that I've uploaded have stayed good quality, which is what I wanted. This is like my photo album, you know. I greatly appreciate everybody watching. I truly do. And if it brings somebody enjoyment, entertainment, knowledge, you know, if I can help anybody in this hobby, I absolutely will. I know a few of you should know that by now. I've talked to several of you working through situations and problems. But I'm not doing this to, like I said, get famous or make money. That complicates things, and I don't like complicated. So where I'm kind of going with that is, you know, have talked to and still talk to a couple channels here and there that are very much larger than mine numbers wise, but when I'm talking to them, I don't talk to them like I'm trying to ride a coattail. You know, if I hit somebody up wanting to hang out, I just want to hang out. I just want to run tiny trucks. You know, I couldn't care less if you've got a YouTube channel or not. You know, like I said, I would hope that anybody that's ever been around me, especially while running these trucks, gets the point that I'm trying to make here. Is, you know, I may spend an awful lot of time driving, recording, editing, and uploading videos for YouTube, and I spend a hell of a lot more time watching YouTube, but I'm not doing this to make a life of it. Like, this is what I do for fun. So I don't know, I've had a couple conversations lately with some people on and off YouTube, and heard other conversations that have kind of made me feel like I need to try to put a stamp on my point here. I ain't doing this for the reason that the vast majority of people do this. I just want to have fun, man. So that's kind of where I'm at there. Another thing I feel like I kind of gotta throw out there is, I feel like for the people that comment on my videos on a regular, which I definitely do appreciate, but You know, if you comment something that doesn't really have a valid response to it, I guess, I don't know how to put it, but if you comment something like nice or cool or just an emoji or something, my response is also repetitive, the same way those comments are. I said, thanks, much appreciated. I mean that wholeheartedly. I just don't know what else to say to that. But if you want to spark a conversation, I will definitely roll with it, as several of you know. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick here. I don't want any drama. I'm not trying to start any drama. I don't want any part of it. But I also don't want anybody to think that I'm intending to do something that I'm not. Or, you know, I don't want people to think that if I throw a shout out that I'm trying to like latch on and ride your coattails or some shit. That ain't it. If I mention you or your channel, that's because I thoroughly enjoy what you're putting out, or I enjoy the conversation that we have, or I enjoy hanging out. I don't know. I'm not sure how else to really put that, other than I'm doing this for me. And even if every single subscriber unsubscribed, if the only views that were popping up on my videos were from me going back and watching them myself, I would still be doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. Like, that's, I don't know how to prove that point. So if you want to call me on this, unsubscribe. Get everybody to come back in a year and see if my video count has dropped. See if it has even slowed down a little bit. I promise you it won't. That's not why I'm doing this. So I hope that kind of gets the point across a little bit more. This is 100% for me. This is my therapy, my stress relief. This is how I get away from all the other BS in the world. This is what I enjoy. This is the life that I have chosen. So don't assume that I'm trying to get somewhere by being buddy-buddy with you or being buddy-buddy with somebody else. If I don't like you, I won't talk to you. I won't hang out with you. I won't try to nothing. You know, I don't know. This is really weird having this conversation with the camera out here in the gravel pit in the woods. I'm not good at this, which is why I do music in a lot of my videos, which is another thing that I've been thoroughly enjoying lately, is putting custom music in my videos. That makes it a hell of a lot more entertaining for me to go back through and watch. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really digging the way that that's going. Not really digging the way this is going here today on the rocks. Everything iced over last night and is muddy, so it is slippery as all get out. But yeah, I don't know. I had wrote some stuff down, little talking points, just to try to stay on track, and I haven't looked at a single one of them. I've just been going for the last 18 minutes off the cuff here. So There we go. That would be a good stopping point to see if I've gone over everything I want to. Well, guess I've gone over most of everything I wanted to go over, some of it multiple times. I'm not a good public speaker, which is why I don't do it very often. But the main thing that I want anybody that watches this to take away from it is that I freaking love this hobby. It has saved my ass and continues to save my ass, and that's all I'm here for. So at the risk of repeating myself over and over and over, which is something I tend to do, which is why I don't talk in videos, which is why I'm still repeating myself, I'm gonna shut up and see if I can actually accomplish some sort of a hard line here. But I don't know, hopefully that'll clear things up for anybody who has ever potentially questioned my intentions. I'm not doing this for the same reason that the majority of people do this. This is just for me. And if you watch, thank you. I appreciate it. But even if you didn't, I'd still be here doing this. Something else that I'm gonna throw out there that I shouldn't have to, but I'm going to anyways. Just because of the video that I happened to see yesterday. This is not a response to Dungeon's video. And I'm sorry if I butcher your name, but one guy that constantly comments on my videos, T. Bauer, I actually had a fairly lengthy conversation with him probably a month ago about making this video. So I don't want people to get it twisted and think that I'm who RC Dungeon was talking about and that's why I'm making this video. That's not the case. Like I said, I shouldn't have to make that statement, but I'm sure that at least most of the people that watch my channel also watch his, and I just didn't want to have anybody connecting dots that aren't connected. So just want to throw that out there. Back to it. So now that all that uncomfortable nonsense is out of the way, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming and continue on.
Man in the dirt, no angel wings, remote control, got my heartstrings, speed and power, but the world ain't kind. Rock crawl therapy eases my mind. I don't ride on coattails, no sir. The saucy light never nerve. Keep your sponsors, this one's free. Climbing high, feeling just like me. Rockin' mud, keep me alive. Cliffs and steel, where I thrive. Bumps and bruises mend my soul. RC rock crawl keeps me whole. I don't ride on coattails, no sir. The saucy light never nerve. Keep your sponsors, this one's free. Climbing high, feeling just like me. Rocking mud, keep me alive. Cliffs and steel, where I thrive. bumps and bruises mend my soul. RC rock crawl keeps me whole. I don't ride on coattails, no sir. The saucy light never nerve. Keep your sponsors, this one's free. Climbing high, feeling just like me. Shapes my day, crawling up just to find my way. Therapy in Boulder strong, rocking through where I belong. I don't ride on coattails, no sir. The saucy light never nerve. Keep your sponsors, this one's free. Climbing high, feeling just like me.
Capra climbs high up the rocky hill. Mud and dust, it's a raw thrill. Four-wheel stick carving through the boulders, mash and burning, making me bolder. If you don't like it, piss off, pal. I'll steer my way, don't need your foul. Living my hobby, rock crawling free. You do you, I'ma do me. DRZ is crawling slow, flexing deep. Mechanical symphony, no need for sleep. Every turn, each twist, a masterpiece. Out on these trails, finding peace. If you don't like it, piss off, pal. I'll steer my way, don't need your foul. Living my hobby, rock crawling free. You do you, I'ma do me. Tires grip and craggy ledges tight. Underneath the somber moonlight, heart pounds with the climb in me. Every failure makes the victory sweet. Riding solo with the nightfall breeze, do or die moments with ease. Capra's roar echoing through the veil, living life on an abandoned rail. Riding solo with the nightfall breeze, do or die moments with ease. Capra's roar echoing through the veil, living life on an abandoned rail.
It's all for me, keep your sponsors. I ain't riding tails, I don't need no answers. Rock crawling, road and climbing up the hills. RC therapy, nothing but a wheel. Mud and stones, eating dust on my own. No cash, no change, just me and my zone. Hit the trail alone, breaking through the noise, climbing higher, drowning out the void. Rock crawling blues running deep in my veins. Ain't no cure, just the mud and the pains. Tearing up the dirt, hear the RC grind. Losing all the way, leaving troubles behind. scars, every turn, every scratch, just breaking my bars. No coattails to ride, all the weight I bear. Only here for the rush, climbing high in the air. I'm DRZ's, shouting from the peaks. No sponsors, no fame, don't care about the streets. Therapy in motion, rocks and wheels entwined, leaving all behind, just a soul that can find. Rock crawling blues running deep in my veins. Ain't no cure, just the mud and the pains. Tearing up the dirt, hear the RC grind. Losing all the way, leaving troubles behind. Rolling over rocky trails, dodging every stone. Plastic wheels gripping dirt, this hobby chills my bones. Got no need for fame, keep your gold-plated crown. Throttle in my hand, I'm the king of this town. Sponsors whisper my name, but I shut them all out. DRZ is not for sale, no doubt, no amount. Fame don't cure the soul, it don't pave smoother paths. I'd rather be crawling through these muddy baths. This is my therapy, won't you let me be? RC rock crawling sets my spirit free. Up the hills, through the woods, worldwide I'll roam. Hobby's my salvation, better out here alone. No fancy limos watching me from the side. Just my rig and the wild against the worldwide. Throttle's my therapist, dirt is my creed. Tracks on my diary, they're all I need. Tearing through the rough, the creeks run deep. Life's little trials ain't enough to keep me from finding solace in crags and grit. RC cowboy till the sun sets and it's time to quit. Grit under my nails, sunburnt and free. Every new trail, a cure for me. Rock's my religion, dirt mourns my pain. Out in the silence, no hungry fame train.
That's all, folks.
Drive through the dust, rough terrain all around. RC crawling with the dirt, no sound. Man alone, shadow stretching tall. Crawl in the rocks, hear the echoes call. Tiny tires spin over jagged tracks. I'm in control, ain't no looking back. Hobby's my anchor in a world gone wild. Simple pleasures in the heart of a child. I do this for no one but me. Rolling through life ain't no guarantee. You slow sky turns black. RC roars on its well-worn track, lost in a world, small but true. Every climb just something new. Dust settles heavy on the beaten trail. RC whispers secrets where I won't fail. Finding peace in the tire steady climb. In the solid.
Steep inclines challenge me. Camera rolls to catch the scene. DRZ, RC on your screen. Living dreams where wild things be.
That's all, folks.